Previously on this channel. I was in a Facebook group. E-commerce YouTuber just posted mentorship opportunity. Say less, sign me up. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Muad, back at you with another video. We just hit 10 subscribers, so I'm super hyped. I appreciate all the support and comments I've been getting so far, and I can't wait till we smash 100 subscribers. About a month ago, I told you guys that I paid for a dropshipping mentorship program. My program is coming to the end, and I'm here to let you know if it was worth it. Let's get it. The business model behind dropshipping is super simple. Make a store, import products on AliExpress, and market your products on ad platforms. But when you actually get into the smaller details of things, that's where you start running into issues. And when that happens, there's two things you might do. You either have to do your own research on Google and YouTube or ask for help in Facebook and Discord groups, or you find someone who has a great deal of experience and get mentored by them. Let's compare the two methods. Doing research on your own, especially when you're just starting out, can be a seriously daunting task. Things aren't as simple as they seem in the videos that you see gurus make. Deciding which type of store you want to build and the exact products you want in it could take days. Making video creatives takes hours, especially when you don't have video editing experience, and it's so easy to give up. But if you dedicate time each day to improving your craft, be patient, and break through that beginner barrier and find your winning product, it all becomes worth it. Now, what I like about this approach is that it strengthens your mentality. If you don't give up and finally start generating sales, you'll have built an entirely different mindset. You know what it takes to get results, and you're willing to commit your time and energy to get there. Now, the thing that really sucks about this approach is that it could take a while before you see any traction at all. I'm talking months. Of course, you could get lucky and find a product that everyone wants, but I've heard that's really rare, especially in the competitive dropshipping world we live in today. The second approach, paying for mentorship, is definitely a better answer if you want to see progress much faster. You'll be presented with the right information and you'll get several opportunities to get all your questions answered. The cons of this is that your mentality might not be there. You won't have built the mindset of getting things done, and when it's actually time to do work, you could slack off. And this brings me to my second con of mentorship. You typically have to pay a lot. I've seen mentorship programs as low as $500 and as expensive as over $5,000. If you come into a program with the wrong mentality, all that money is going to go to waste. After a whole month of watching YouTube videos and learning as much as possible as I could about e-commerce and dropshipping, I started my mentorship program, and it was filled with a ton of resources and support. I got access to a detailed course with over 100 updated videos. I had direct Facebook Messenger contact with my mentor, which was really awesome for answering my questions because he usually replied in under an hour. We had weekly one-on-one hour-long mentorship calls to run through important information and get all my questions answered. I had access to 30 hand-picked potential winning products, access to a private agent for faster shipping and potentially better prices, access to a paid theme, and also tons of extra mentoring documents that were super helpful. I pretty much spent the first 2 weeks of my mentorship program really building out my store and installing apps like Vitals and Klaviyo, adding about 10 products, and setting up my first few ad copy and creatives. It was a niche store, I got a great domain name, and I really worked hard to build out some awesome landing pages and an amazing site UI UX design. The next 2 to 3 weeks after that were essentially spent learning Facebook ads, researching and testing products, making new creatives, and rinsing and repeating. I got my first sale right at the beginning of week 4, and in my last week of the mentorship program, I got 9 orders, bringing my revenue that week to almost $400. I haven't calculated my profit, but to be real with y'all, I don't really care about that. With the money I spent on the mentorship, apps for my store, and other different costs, it's going to take me a little more than $400 in revenue to make up expenses. But I'm not worried about any of these costs because the information I learned was an enormous investment in myself. So yes, to answer the question if the mentorship was worth it, it 100% was. Aside from learning what it takes to build a great Shopify website, I now know how to run Facebook ads, TikTok ads, I learned how to use Canva even more, how to edit videos on Adobe Premiere. I've learned skills that I'll keep with me for life and that will be invaluable for me in my e-commerce journey moving forward. Now, my situation in this mentorship might be a little different from a lot of others. I had a whole month free to myself, no work, no school, no commitments. I was already coming in with that mindset that I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. and grind 8 to 16 hours on most days and take advantage of every single thing. And that's why I also believe I got the results I did at the pace that I did. Now, by no means is $400 in revenue the best numbers, but it does take some people several months to even get their first sale. And I've left the mentorship with enough knowledge and resources to continue efficiently selling products on my own. Now, it didn't go perfect by any means. I had to redesign my entire website halfway through the program. I had issues with Facebook Pixel and Facebook ads in general. My first couple creatives took a lot of tries since I didn't know what a good ad creative looked like. You think you know what a good ad looks like, but when you actually try to make one, it doesn't come out like you think. Luckily, I picked an incredibly patient mentor who had my best interests in mind. When Facebook ads weren't working, he extended the length of the mentorship program by another week, and when my products weren't advertising well, he gave me some products that were past winners for him to test out. He also built out an example store for me to look at for reference, and he answered every one of the hundreds of questions I've had over the last few weeks. If you're interested in trying out a mentorship program, my advice is to ask around in Facebook or Discord groups and make sure you do your research on who you're talking to. Just because I had a great experience doesn't mean that you will. And most importantly, don't be cheap because you get what you pay for. In my last dropshipping video, one of you guys asked me what the risks of dropshipping are. As you can see from my mentorship experience, there's a lot of risks and there's a lot that can go wrong. Things won't go right and you're going to want to give up. But you have to remember, if you're paying for mentorship, it's an investment. And as long as you take things day by day, find the right resources and support, and constantly improve what you're doing, it's only a matter of time until you find success. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave me some love down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.